Hey everybody, Richard C. Wilson coming to you from Oahu. It's a short video on pressure points. This video is for wealth creators of all types, and it's a topic we're going to bring up at our private investor mastermind next week. It's a combination of several different concepts at once. First is Peter Thiel's claim that extreme focus is a superpower. When I combine that with thinking through the 95 books I've read that are written by billionaires, the 40 billionaires I've interviewed, it rings true. A lot of these people have extreme focus. Nobody became a billionaire that I know of by handing money to their wealth advisor saying, diversify me like crazy and make me 10 times wealthier. It just doesn't happen. Wealth managers help you play defense, maybe help you earn some income, and that's their job, to track and slightly beat the market. You combine that with Warren Buffett's statement that diversity, in the way that most people use it, is a shield against ignorance because it doesn't make a lot of sense if you really know what you're doing. The way I interpret that is that in the area where you really know what you're doing is where you should apply the superpower of extreme focus that Peter Thiel is talking about. After studying so many billionaires, one of the most common threads that ties them together is their voracious appetite to learn. It could be reading books, it could be sucking up information in general from CEOs and managing directors and peers, etc. But they are thirsty to learn more. As Mark Cuban says, it's not about all the capital and all the connections. It's about outlearning and outworking everyone around you. And the way I like to put it is I find that the ultra successful, whether you define that as someone worth $10 million or more, 100 million or a billionaire, is someone who is working harder on working smarter, but they're also working harder than everyone else around them because usually they're having fun and enjoying the process. And it's a virtuous circle because when you're winning, it is more fun, right? Grant Cardone says, be obsessed or be average. Um, I think that all of these things are very much connected. And when I think about how do you be obsessed, how do you have extreme focus, how do you really move the needle and scale something massively, the reality is you can only put pressure on so many points. I think a lot of us as CEOs have tried before having 9 different, 12 different goals and priorities, and it's hard to put full pressure on all of those. Peter Thiel also says that focus is a convex curve, and that you need to finish what you started and go really deep with one thing before you spread yourself out over many different projects. And if you're in martial arts and you try to hit somebody with both arms and your leg at one time, it's not going to work out so well, right? Your full body, the full power of your organization and person and energy put into one thrust is a much more effective way to move energy forward. And so when you're thinking through that, what's interesting is to say to yourself, okay, what is my main thrust right now? Where should I have extreme focus? And if I can only be extreme in a few ways, which ways am I going to choose? Personally, I'm trying to focus on being ultra healthy, being the best dad and husband I can, having the most fun year of my life every year. There's some personal goals to keep me well rounded and happy in life. But in the business, if I have one big key strategic thrust and you only have the time and energy to be extreme in a few ways, what are those ways? One way of being extreme is not reading any books by anybody unless that book author is a billionaire. So I'm getting unfiltered advice from billionaires, not books about billionaires, but from them. I'm interviewing 100 billionaires. I'm producing more video content than I ever have before. I'm also trying to grow our investor club to be the best investor club that's ran in the world with in-person meetings. We've got about 14.4 million social media group members and followers. We're trying to grow to 100 million. Those are the pressure points that I'm pushing on right now. And so figuring that out for yourself, where should your extreme focus be? What are the pressure points on your number one strategic thrust? I think this is a really important topic to meditate on, to think on, to come back to over and over again, and then to post on a sticky note or put on a one pager that you read every morning when you wake up what that strategic thrust is and what pressure points you're going to be pushing on. If you don't have a strategic thrust or you have 9 of them, it's just the same as having none. And if you haven't identified those pressure points, there's no way to be extreme in a consistent way that other people will appreciate, that adds value, that helps you scale, and helps you get to your end goal. So I hope that is helpful to a few CEOs, business owners, investors out there. We share ideas like this at our investor masterminds, at our investor summits, and a lot of the things that I share in this YouTube channel, I've learned by hosting our 275 investor club events the last 17 years. So hope you'll get involved in our community at some point. Make sure you check out our mini series under the playlist area here on YouTube. And I appreciate you sharing this video and commenting below. Thank you.